Hey everyone, it's Marco here, and if you're looking for a fresh new management game to play, well then keep watching, as today I'll be giving you 16 great management games that have all come out in the later half of this year. From city builders to tycoon and business sims, there's something here for everyone who enjoys slowly building up their own little empire. Now just a note that these games are from the second half of 2025, so if you're wondering where games like 2 Point Museum or The Altars are hiding, well they're in my first video, so you might want to check that out after this one. These are all fresh management games with great reviews. Starting with a game that I got heavily addicted to recently, it's Flotsam, a survival city builder that's like the game Raft, but with more vibing. Like, look at this guy over here, he's just vibing. And yes, I know it has been out for ages, but it's just had its full release recently and I decided to give it a go. I gotta say, I love the art style. It's got that Borderlands cel-shaded look that fits the game so well. Everything is just charming even when you're close to starvation. Because yes, you still need to survive, and the 1.0 release also comes with this new full campaign. It's all set in a charming post-apocalyptic sea world where the goal is to manage a group of drifters and build out a floating town entirely out of salvaged ocean debris. Now that core gameplay loop got me hooked in deep. You're gonna cruise around to collect plastic and driftwood, recycle it into shelter and water desalination units, and basically manage your community's food and health needs, and repeat. The game is such a cool vibe. Like, look at these guys, they're just bumping along to that near-death beat that's just around the corner. And it's so cool when you find new survivors, as then it helps building out your little floating water world like base. So if you're looking for a survival city builder that has this really cool art style and has you building out your own little version of Waterworld, just with more trash, well then maybe go check out Flotsam today. And if you wanted a city builder or colony sim game, but this time you're managing mice on a remote island, well then next up is Whiskerwood. Published by Hooded Horse, this Timberborn-like industrial city builder is just so adorable, but it's also quite a challenge the more you play. In the game, your evil cat overlords have dumped you on this island, and now you need to not only survive the harsh winters, but you'll also need to pay some taxes to prevent getting attacked. You know, just like in real life. You'll be collecting resources off this island, but other islands too eventually, trying your best to meet the requirements from your feline overlords. The more resources you provide them, well the better the rewards. However, the main challenge in this game is the limited space available. Very early on, you'll need to stack buildings and carefully set up your various houses and work areas to maximize your efficiency. And I must say, it can be super hard at times, but luckily you can adjust the difficulty settings and other parameters before you get going. The mice are all very cute and you have to manage their needs, like sleeping outside is just no bueno. I did have some issues with it when it first came out, and right now it is still in early access, but the devs have been churning out a ton of patches to iron out all the various issues. So if you're looking for a charming little colony sim slash city builder that can be as challenging or as chilled as you want it to be, set out in this great looking archipelago, well then Whiskerwood might just be worth checking out. Now sticking with that charm but ramping up the business management side, next up is Tavern Keeper. I played the demo of this game and I finished it and I was like, yes, give me more of this. As the name suggests, you're managing this tavern set in this fantasy medieval world filled with lots of interesting characters to keep well fed and hydrated. Managing the business is a blast though, but oh my, if you're a fan of decorating, like that's me, I'm a decor slut, then this game is definitely for you. Like you can literally customize each and every little detail of your tables, your walls, you name it. It's like interior decorating sandbox heaven. But besides the looks, the gameplay itself is so rewarding. Customers will come in and you'll need to satisfy their needs to get more coin to upgrade your business. Plus every now and then, some characters will have these mini quests where you can choose your own adventure for them. It's a bit like an RPG in a way, makes it very interesting. And that narrator, Stephen Pacey, had me chuckling quite a few times. Like, the man's got some jokes. But yes, the game is so damn cozy. Like, I just love the art style. But yes, it is still in early access, but it's currently sitting at overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam right now. And it's easy to see why. So if you're looking for a charming management game about running your own little tavern that has lots of content to go with it, well then Tavern Keeper is right down your alley. And if you want to stick to more of a real world setting, then News Tower might be worth checking out. I've mentioned this game before, but oh my did it catch me off guard with its addictive gameplay. See, you're in charge of this newspaper company that's set in 1930s New York. You start off with nothing and slowly you'll need to build up your empire, trying to sell as many newspapers as you can along the way. To do that, you'll need the basics to start. You know, the reporters, the researchers to find those juicy stories, and of course a printing press to get your papers out. But to make more money, you'll need more subscribers to your content, kind of like with my channel. So if you're finding this video useful, perhaps drop a like or maybe subscribe to find more management game goodness. Along the way, you'll come across these various factions or people, organizations like the mob, the church, the army, and so on. And doing quests for them will grant you bonuses like better equipment or more money. But the most important thing is getting your paper out before the end of Sunday. This means that there's this constant rush to get your content out, trying to set up your paper with the best stories to make those buku bucks. The gameplay loop is so satisfying, from pimping out your printing presses to hearing the sounds of viral stories like it's roasting marshmallows over a fire. Like, you can just tell these devs know how to make an addictive tycoon game. News Tower is also sitting at an overwhelmingly positive rating on Steam right now, plus there's a demo out, so maybe go check it out if you like management games that are gonna hook you in deep. Now, if you want a management sim game where you get to say clever girl every now and then, well then Jurassic World Evolution 3 might just be for you. This is the third title from this popular franchise that has you running your own Jurassic Park, filling it up with dinosaurs from around the world to entertain and hopefully not eat your guests. I must say the game looks amazing, but they've also knocked it out of the park with its addictive gameplay. The gameplay loop has you researching dig sites, then synthesizing the dino DNA, and then setting up your attractions, and all of this combines to make you never want to leave your chair. Plus it comes with this faction system with 3 groups, the entertainment, security, and the conservation, so you have to like satisfy one of them, but then it also might conflict with the others. And if you're a fan of customization like I am, well then this game has it in spades. From the terrain to your buildings, you can tweak and tweak and tweak until eventually you're in that cozy management game zen where your mouth is half open and you're drooling a bit and you haven't blinked in like a few hours. And sure, it's got a great sandbox mode, but the campaign has got like 10 locations that will keep you very busy for most of the game. And again, this is another title sitting with overwhelmingly positive reviews. So if you're a sucker for dinosaurs and love games like Zoo Tycoon, then maybe Jurassic World Evolution 3 is worth checking out. Now next up is definitely one of the coziest city builders I've played in a very long time. It's Town to City. These voxel graphics and warm lighting hit you straight away, wrapping you in this charming hug that seems to never want to let go. This title is from the studio that brought us Station to Station, but this time around you'll be remaining stationary, building up your little town into something of wonder. But this game is so super chilled out, like it doesn't come with that same constant stress you find in other city builders, but it's not without a challenge. Potential homeowners will come in and then you'll need to satisfy their various needs. And I don't mean healthy mortgage rates, but rather things like trees or being close to businesses, maybe some creature comforts, I guess you could say. Again, it's another early access game, but there's also a demo and the devs are going hard with the updates. Like now we have animals, heck yes. And yes, it's also sitting at overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. So if you like the graphics and you're looking for a cozy city builder to sink plenty of hours into, then Town to City might just be for you. Now if you're looking for a co-op management game, well then look no further than Restaurats. In this game you can unlock your inner Ratatouille, running around like in games like Overcooked or Plate Up. Now, I will admit I was a bit skeptical at first with this game. I thought it was going to be another one of those streamer slop games that are running the show these days, but this game actually has some solid gameplay underneath it all. I mean, it's like those other restaurant games I mentioned, but it focuses less on the crazy mad rush gameplay and more on the actual tasks of running a successful restaurant. For example, you'll need to make sure the inventory is stocked, preparing your ingredients like a boss to make cooking a breeze, and making sure customers are sitting in places that don't annoy them. Those customers range from skeletons to goblins to vampires, so you always need to make sure to give them some high quality meals on time, and that will then help build up your reputation. So if you're looking for a co-op management game to play with friends, to have a bit of a laugh every now and then maybe go check out Restaurats today. Speaking of rats and continuing this theme, what if you wanted a colony sim instead? Well, then look no further than Ratopia. It's a bit like Oxygen Not Included, but now you're in control of a lone noble rat tasked with building a thriving underground kingdom. You start the game by first controlling this little rat noble, gathering resources and doing some hunting. But very soon you'll be recruiting your subjects, each coming with their own wants and needs. Plus every now and then you'll have to keep them fed, healthy, and even giving them some money. And like with the French, if you don't keep your citizens happy, well, they can revolt, and you don't want that to happen. No, c'est pas possible. Your tech starts out medieval and basic, but soon you'll be having electricity and some robot rats running around to help you out. The game also comes with some great exploration and defense mechanics too. So if you're looking for a colony sim that combines late-stage capitalism with some furry friends, then Ratopia might just be for you. But if you wanted something completely different, like a relaxing aquarium game managing fish in a social setting, then maybe go check out Tiny Aquarium. In the game you'll be collecting fish to add to your aquarium, decorating it and getting more fish from the ocean. The management in the game comes from maintaining and decorating your aquarium, which provides some passive income from your fish in real time. Plus it's also got that Rusty's retirement element to it where you can minimize your tank to the bottom of your screen, so now these fish can keep you company while you pretend to work. Now this game is called Tiny Aquarium Social Fish Keeping, which yeah, in the game it allows you to join these lobbies with either your friends or just complete randos, allowing you to trade fish and complete in some neat events. And it too has overwhelmingly positive reviews, plus a demo if you're curious. So if you're looking for a charming low-stress game to dip into daily, collect rare fish and decorate a virtual tank, then maybe go check out Tiny Aquarium today. And if you're more into discovering and breeding new species of frogs in a cozy nature simulator, then next on the list is Mudborne, frog management sim with a fantastic name. In the game, you'll be waking from hibernation, where now you must restore your empty pond by exploring, collecting treasures, and then setting up your very own ecosystem. In order to do that, you'll have to breed some frogs in some inventive ways. Like you'll be trying out different plants, mushrooms, and bugs to put in your ponds to unlock a variety of different frog types. It's pretty cool and it comes with a lot of exploration and puzzles to keep you engaged. Like for example, you might need a big boy froggo to activate a pressure plate to open up a bridge, stuff like that. As you progress and unlock new items, the game becomes this relaxing ambient management experience, allowing you to set up automated systems for compost and tadpole food, and then it starts to become a bit like an idle or incremental game. It's very cool. In a game with no rush, you can freely explore these vibrant realms and solve puzzles at your own pace. You're basically just trying to find out which frog's the best. So if you're looking for a cozy, unique management sim and love chilling with some riveting friends, then maybe go check out Mudborne Frog Management Sim today. And now, have you ever wanted to play a game that plays out like a book or a TV show? Well then Asbury Pines might just be for you. In Asbury Pines, you're tasked with solving a deep, time-spanning mystery within a small town. Kind of like those mystery shows on TV. The story unfolds bit by bit, delivered through short, engaging tales from a wild variety of unique characters, including the town's residents, and even some plants and animals get involved too. It's pretty much an incremental or an idler game, but it throws in some resource management and automation puzzles to help build out this crazy cool story engine thing. This engine continuously unlocks new pieces of the narrative, which ultimately reveals the truth behind a gritty event and a hidden secret woven into the very timeline of the town. So if you're looking for a different kind of management game that comes with some idle mechanics to it and it's pretty interesting and quite a unique game, then maybe go check out Asbury Pines today. Next up, if you're looking for a cozy and chilled out colony sim experience, then you should definitely go check out Havendock. Sure, the full release came out in April, but I missed it in my last video, so please don't sue me for including it here. In the game, you'll need to set up a self-sustaining colony in the middle of the ocean, kind of like Flotsam I mentioned in the beginning, but with a lot less trash. As your community grows, you'll need to master some automation like setting up farms and different robots to help you out. Then you'll also get to explore nearby islands, which is very important as you want to discover and gather new resources to help your colony out. As you progress in the game, you'll be growing your community, giving settlers essential jobs so they become productive members of your society and not just lazy bums making YouTube videos. Since its release, the dev has dropped a ton of updates, and yeah, even though it's a little rough around the edges, still more updates are coming out soon. So if you're looking for your next colony sim that's very charming, where you get to create your own little community in the middle of the ocean, then maybe go check out Havendock today. And then changing up the scene a bit, if you're wanting something a little bit darker, then Beholder Conductor might be worth checking out. This is part of the Beholder franchise, and they play pretty much the same. But this time around, you play as the role of a conductor on a train. You've been tasked by the totalitarian government to enforce regulations and then spy on your passengers. Like I said, it's pretty dark as far as management games go, as you'll be spying through peepholes, secretly searching through luggage, as well as reporting violations. This helps you earn money and reputation, but with every decision comes with consequences, as yeah, you'll need to make some tough choices, both for the passengers as well as your own survival. Plus you've got this dystopian-like Papers, Please visual style, which looks pretty intense, especially because they hide people's faces, so it looks kind of creepy in a way. And even though it's sitting with overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, it's not for everyone, but it's for someone wanting a management sim that gets a little dark, one with some intense moral choices. And if that sounds like you, maybe go check out Beholder Conductor today. Then on a lighter note, next up is a roguelike, but please pause that eye roll as this city builder called Super Fantasy Kingdom has some really cool twists up its sleeve. It's published by Hooded Horse, where this game lets you build up your kingdom all while fighting off hordes of monsters every night. But like with most roguelikes, your chances of survival are slim, even during the first few days. Luckily, you have a hero to fight for you, who you can slowly upgrade as well as get some more comrades to fight along their side. However, you've still got a kingdom to manage. From the lumberjacks to the homes for your people to live in, there's always something to do. And those heroes that fight at the top are pretty badass, from magic-wielding mages to wolf-throwing werewolves, which, now that I think about it, is pretty messed up. But yeah, if your starting hero dies, it's game over and you gotta try again. Plus you have to feed those heroes at the end of each night and help them level up and so on, as yeah, the nightly hordes get very hard as time goes on. There are some cool bosses in the game too, but the constant auto battle management and city building make you constantly feel like there's something to do. So if you're into roguelikes and want something with some medieval fantasy management mayhem, well then maybe go check out Super Fantasy Kingdom today. Now if you're looking for one of the most realistic medieval city builder / colony sim games out at the moment, well then you can't go wrong with Farthest Frontier. This game is challenging. Like fans of Banished will fit right in. It's like, yeah, make me suffer with your droughts and your smallpox and your bandits and whatever else this game can throw at you while keeping you coming back for more. In the game, which I must say just looks amazing, you start out with a few villagers and then you'll need to guide them to gather essentials like wood, get them to build homes, and basically not end up as someone on Naked and Afraid. And like with Banished and other similar survival games, you have to not only manage your resources, but worry about stuff like food going off, rotating your crops, and helping your villagers recover from PTSD from the raider attacks. Plus the best part now is that it's out of early access, so with the full release came so many cool additions that it's even better than before. So if you're into survival settlement games, one where you can lose hours and hours of fun that's filled with addictive gameplay, you can't go wrong with Farthest Frontier. And then last but certainly not least, one of the biggest games to come out this year, it's Anno 117 Pax Romana. This is the latest in the Anno series that strives on city building, production, logistics, diplomacy, basically all things strategic and management related. I also have to add that this game looks incredible. Definitely one of the best looking games I've played in ages. You start out with a few resources and then slowly you must build up your way to become the greatest Roman Empire the year 117 has ever seen. With that, there is a lot of mechanics that come together. There's your city that you're building up, diplomacies with different leaders, or maybe engage in some war when the time is right. Now the game isn't sitting with the best reviews right now, But give it time. I'm thinking those are from the Anno veterans out there that weren't too happy for its release. Sure, it's got some bugs and the campaign can do with some tweaking, but it's still a great game to play. If you are a bit unsure, maybe go check out Anno 1800, it's a lot more fleshed out. But if you are a fan of management, city building, and logistics type games, you can't go wrong with Anno 117 Pax Romana, and maybe go check it out today. And that's that. What games did I miss? What are you enjoying right now? Let me and others know, and don't forget to leave a like or even subscribe to find more great management games to get lost in. A big thanks to my channel members, you guys mean so much to me. But other than that, it's Marco here from Easily Distracted Games, and as always, don't stop gaming.